it comes, and they go, "Oh, Gyökeres debut number 14, Arsenal v Tottenham," and then you'll care, and then you'll post the video, and then you'll post a video of the 15-year-old boy who's good. What's his name?
Maximus Decimus Berilius.
Yeah, he's good. You'll post all that, and I'll go, "Oh, I thought you didn't care about Tottenham v Arsenal." Then all of a sudden you will. Then all of a sudden you will care.
I care about the talent.
Well, then you care about the match.
I care about the talent, bro.
Tottenham's in a dire state. They've got Kudus. They've got no left backs apart from Ben Davis. Morgan Gibbs White's held at gunpoint in Nottingham, or the Algarve.
Nagis, you gotta respect that, bro.
Yeah, he's brilliant. That's real. That's real chairman, not Levy, who gives it all the big and then sells them and sells them on the last day, so you can't send money. Yeah, but
let's look at it. Let's have a look, because I think you're over.
Yeah.
You brought Tell in, yeah. You've actually got Tell.
Yeah, but he was part of the squad already. He's good. He needs work. I like him. Yeah, I like him. But what I'm saying is,
Danso is also part.
Yeah, he played in the final.
But you bought Danso.
We bought them both in. They were on obligations to buy.
And now you've got.
But what?
Kudus.
Yeah, that should be good. But we look.
That's pretty
the
good
thing
pay,
is, yeah, but I'm not worried about bringing players in until the chairman opens his big mouth and gives it all the I want to win the Premier League. We got to win it. We have to win the Premier League. We need to win the Champions League. I sacked Ange because winning Europa League, we've got the taste now. We want more. I'm like,
no, it's not that
okay.
You want more. No, it's not that you want more.
That's what he said. That's his word.
It's not just that you want more. It's not just want more. You sacked him. You sacked him because you finished 17th.
Well, but he said his words.
If he didn't win that trophy, he was getting sacked. And you said,
I agree.
Your words before the game was he needs to get.
Yeah, he's go
regardless.
Yeah, it's a perfect way to end. I stand by it. The emotion obviously made me want to keep. My point is, I said, if you're going to get rid of him, which they have, and you bring in someone else, which they have, then you've got to back them. Like, if you're going to talk all this talk about, but come on, look at what you lot are all doing. You want to win the league and want to win in Europe. You've all done fantastic acquisitions.
You're at the stage of recovering. You've got to recover now because of the mess that Big Ange made last season.
Well, if winning a cut and getting into the Champions League is a mess, then I don't know what.
Stop painting the picture like it wasn't a mess. You finished 17th, bro.
Yeah, but we won the Europa League.
That crap Europa League that you won papers over every crack under the sun.
Yeah, there'd be teams crying to be in the Champions League like we are this season.
Yeah, I know, but if you get knocked out first round and do nothing,
and if we don't,
and listen, if you get which you will, I think you will. I don't even think you're going to qualify.
Okay.
So after all that, now you've got what are you going to say? Do you know what I mean?
No, my point is,
that's still Ange's mess that needs to be cleaned up. It's not going to get cleaned up.
If it's such a point, fair enough. But my point is that if you say things that you want, like not even saying like, "Oh, 17th's not good enough. We should be fighting for European places." Don't even have to say Champions League places. But when you say we need to win the Premier League, we need to win the Champions League, you're setting such a marker when you know the real football climate.
Listen, the way you've been talking about Spurs for the last 10 years, the way the media have been talking about Spurs, etc., from Poch, whatever, you lot, you the fan base have made you lot believe that you should be there because you finished second once or twice in bad seasons. And you were steady for the first time ever in 30
years. It was really good. It was really good.
Overzealous, went and built this crazy stadium.
They were doing that before that. They were doing that when Redknapp came in.
You have to be judged in that light. And if you can't spend that money, that's unfortunate because Arsenal couldn't spend the money, but we were still judged in that light, in that vein. You're top six. You're part of the original top six cartel.
Yeah, but you look at what Dana and that said and what was right. No, I don't think we do, because if you look at what
you always go, but we're Tottenham. Yeah, I know, but you think you're top. You consider yourself part of the top six cartel. So top six cartel.
Yeah, I'd say we're the top six cartel in many ways. But my point is that the minute you start saying things like Levy did, you've got to put your money where your mouth is. You can't seriously come on.
You can't say he didn't try to just now with Morgan Gibbs White, as Charlie Boy says.
Yeah, yeah. But my point is that it was only we needed more than that. We needed more than that. Look at what Arsenal did, and this is respect to you. You went out. You got another goalie to fight Raya for the first place.
Ooh.
You got that. Oh, you got Kepa. They're going to try. He's going to fight for first place, number one.
No, he's not, Lee.
Well, either way, what I've been reading that Arteta isn't.
Yeah, he'll push him. But I'm not going to start. I'm not going to sit here and say yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. But you got you went and got a centre half. You went and got a winger. You went and got a striker, and you went and bought a centre midfielder. You bought a new spine, knowing.
The striker the other day, you said you don't think he's going to score goals.
I didn't say that.
He did.
No, I was saying that he's come from a farmers league, and I was doing it to wind you up.
No. We're not doing that.
I saw what you said with Tom.
We're not doing
yes,
that.
I did.
No. We're not doing that. You're
all right. I'll let you know when I'm saying it as the truth. That wasn't the truth.
You're going to be held accountable.
All right, so I won't say it again then. But my point that I'm making is
when Rice was sarcasm, yeah.
No, I still think Bellingham was a far better buy than Rice, but that's I like Rice. Yeah, fair enough. But because they were the two big English midfielders that made moves that summer, that's why we grouped them.
But you wanted to group them up.
Yeah, because they were the two big £100, 100 million moves.
Oh.
Well, anyways, we've passed that. My point is that Arsenal have gone out and done their business. They've gone out and done their business because they want to actually do what they are saying. They want to win the league. And Levy says those things.
Season?
Second.
And where have you finished? Last 3 seasons?
17th, 5th, and 7th, 8th. But my point is, you're not listening to what I'm trying to say to you. I'm giving you a compliment.
How can you possibly be on Levy when he's had managers in place that haven't done the job to keep Spurs in that top 5, top 6 floating around,
right?
To push on to compete.
That's what I'm saying. So what?
That's what he's talking about. When he says, "I want to win the Champions League," that's what he means. He means we need to get into that position.
But be honest. When Arsenal were under the coshers with the finances because they were paying the stadium, Wenger said it as it was. Top 4 was like a trophy because of the revenue that it gave them to pay off the stadium to stay competitive. He was honest. People weren't happy, hence all the Wenger out for a couple of years, well, for 3 or 4 years. But
it was people that are not fans of the club like yourself would say, "Are these things?" You would also back that narrative.
No, I was always Wenger in. You know I was Wenger in.
But you cuss top 4 trophy and all that talk.
Yeah, as a Spurs against an Arsenal fan, of course I'm going to do that. But like when we have a serious conversation as well, I'm going to be honest.
As a serious conversation as well. It's only
but
now.
later on,
you're a bit smarter and wiser. Maybe that was right.
But my point is that like why Levy can say that and people will understand. Like, don't lie because then when you don't make the signings or when because we needed more than just Kudus and Morgan Gibbs White, that's not going to win you the league.
No, the window's still open. You know the window's open, yeah.
Yeah, but Chris, look, we're in August in 2 days, 3 days time, and we start the league in 13 days time. We start our season with the Super Cup. We want to win that cup. You're like that's a big deal. And then we got the game. You don't want to be buying players 3-4 games in. Like well, that's not the way to do it. Get everyone in so that they're a part of the group to do pre-season. That's why again I'm praising Arsenal because they did a great job. They brought in all the players they wanted. Boy Chris was the longest. Oh yes, here he is.
We can't hear you, Marv. I'm gonna remove you. Come back in.
Yeah, you like Goycrez was the only one, and that was Sporting really digging their heels in. Like you've done great business, and that's good. So for me, I think Tottenham, yeah, between 6th and 9th they'll get, and that'd be all right. But if fans are expecting more, then that's just a bit more of the impatient fan base because we've won a trophy. No, I'm not expecting more. I weren't expecting more last year.
You cuss Levy nearly every day, bro.
Yeah, plus Levy, I'm not expecting more from the team. Levy, because of the things he says like this the other week. Oh, we need the Champions League. We want to win the Prem. But you don't act like that. You don't act like a team. You like it's like as a business, if I want a cola business to rival Pepsi and Coca Cola, I can't put moderate advertising spend behind it. I'm gonna have to go out and do brand deals with the biggest names. I'm gonna have to spend a lot of money. So I can say, oh yeah, we're gonna take on Coca Cola. We're gonna be as big as Coca Cola. But if I'm chatting shit, then it will come out, and that's what happens with Levy. He just says what he thinks is meant to be said in the footballing terms, but he doesn't mean it.
You cried at the manager before Big Ange. Who was it?
Conte.
You crying a style for.
But don't forget what I said there, though. No, but don't forget what I said there.
You wanted the
When
Spurs
we got, yeah, and I liked it, mate. We've won a trophy.
No, forget no. That trophy papers over every crack.
Oh, but we won it though. He won it. 2 years trophy done. Doesn't matter, Chris. You can only Chris. You've won FA Cups when you've beaten Sutton and Exeter.
You say they were shite. You said. You're always quick to point out. You're always quick to point out how bad the league is this season or how bad this competition.
You're pointing out how bad that competition is. You brought it up before I had today.
Now it's your turn.
All right, fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't take it away.
One of the worst competitions in history that we've ever seen. The worst final.
Never taking it away.
Yes, it is getting
never taken away. No, it's not. No, it's not.
All that you got what you wanted, and you're still moaning.
Look, hold on. But you don't listen to what I say. You're hearing and then saying something different to what I'm saying to you. I said that Conte, and it's documented on YouTube in one of our first podcasts when Arthur was recording it in like lockdown, semi-lockdown. When Conte came in, I said, if he's backed, then he's the right man. If he's not backed, it's going to fall to pieces, and it did. He wasn't backed well enough. They did a little bit here and there when he came in the top four, and he done a good job there. But his style was not ever going to go any further, and then that's why he got angry, and he said the right things. And that was what got him fired because the chairman didn't want to face that. So then they got in this hand who just goes full throttle. And I was like, you know what? We're going to win 4-0 one week, lose 5-0 the next week. That's what's going to happen. And I was cool with it. I was like, I'm accepting it now because I'm done with this like fake optimism that comes with Tottenham and new managers and all that. I'm just done with it. I was done with it. After Conte, I was done with it. We've done Jose before that. We've been close to the mountain top with Poch. I was done with it. So I just wanted fucking craziness, and then we got that. And yeah, I think Ange went at the right time. My emotion wanted him to stay on a bit more because his aura is fantastic, but he was doing wrong by the end. Yeah, his aura is great, man. You can't knock his aura.
Zero aura.
What, a guy who says I always win things and won it?
Nah, but it was crap though.
Okay. But you tried to tell that to millions of football fans who would disagree with you.
Yeah, they know they're only doing that to wind up other teams, but deep down inside they know that's not a flex.
What would they get out of that? What would they get out of it?
We finished 17th to win that cup, the worst cup that we've seen, the worst final that we've seen in terms of quality. The Conference League was more competitive.
But he said he'd win it, and he won it.
It's not flex. You finished 17th.
How many other managers do that? Not many.
Arsene Wenger said we'll go unbeaten. Did it?
Right, great. But how many more?
Jose.
Not many. That's my point. Yeah.
Come on, it's been done. And these are one of the big things.
All right, but he said he always wins something in his second season.
It wasn't hard for Tottenham to win that cup.
So he did it.
For the fact that Tottenham are favourites, the fact that Tottenham are favourites for a trophy lets you know.
Yeah, but favourites don't always make you win it. Spurs were favourites to win the women's.
Lets you know it's a crap.
You didn't win it.
Lets you know it's a crap competition.
You can spin it all the way you want, but the truth is,
you're the one spinning it. You're the one spinning it.
No, you are, because you're devaluing his accomplishment. Yeah, you're basically not saying he did nothing. So that's devaluing it. You're disregarding something that is successful.
No, it wasn't successful, bro.
He didn't do it. It weren't a freebie. He didn't get it for free. It weren't a charity shield for one game and he wins a cup.
It was charity.
He had to play 16 games.
The charity shield's harder to win.
Oh, mate, you are chatting shit.
Playing Man City
Like,
once, Man City once, or playing Bildo Glimp twice, 10 times.
right?
What's harder?
They're all hard.
No, no, no,
Every
no, no,
game's hard.
no, 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 no. Playing Man City or playing Bildo Glimp, what's harder?
On a one-off, Man City. That's a stupid
Fair enough.
question.
Thank you.
It doesn't mean that, but Chris, that
Thank,
doesn't mean anything. It
thank,
doesn't
thank,
mean anything. You
thank
you
you.
you're chatting shit, bro.
Abs, Arsenal
Because
will win the league this season, bro. You see Marv turned up and ducked out straight away. So
where is
boom,
he?
and he doesn't like he's come back. Glock
How
outscores
how is these how has these headphones not worked for 4 months now?
all the time. Or Lee is who's going to outscore who? Glockerez or Solanke?
Well, you should imagine that Coquerez would, wouldn't he?
I should imagine why he's unproven. You said he played in the Farmers
Because your
League.
team's second in the league, a better team than us, and so yeah, I reckon with all the goodness around him, and if his attributes work well in the Premiership, yeah, I'd say he probably outscores Solanke. I don't think that's a bad thing. Well, like he should do as well. Talk to an Arsenal fan at time, as long as they win the league, it don't matter if the clock scores 9 goals.
Facts.
It don't. It don't matter. Yeah, it don't matter if
Look at Darwin
everyone's
Nunes,
chipping
guys.
in.
Look at Darwin Nunes, bro. No one's even mentioning how much of a flop he is. You know why? Because Liverpool won the league. You finished
There
17th,
you go.
G. Thank you, Charlie
Yeah,
boy.
but and we won a cup. Everyone said we'd never won a cup. We won one, and now they use the league against us. It's like you would never win.
Charlie boy, shall
We
I tell
could
you
have,
something? Shall I tell you something, Charlie boy? Look at Lee playing victim, yeah? In 2023, it's documented. Clee
yeah,
said Europa League
yeah,
was a
put
waste
it, yeah,
of
but put
time.
it in the context of why I said it.
Fast forward
Why
now.
did I
Spurs,
say that? Oak?
fast forward now. Spurs have won it. Oh, it's the greatest thing ever.
But why did you say
Now it's underrated.
why that
Now it's
message?
underrated.
Let me no, don't cut me off. With that message, I sent in January 2023 when we were just about to play Milan in the Champions League. I'll stick to it now. I wouldn't want to win the Europa League. It's a waste of time to be in the Europa League if I've been dropped out of the Champions League. But we weren't. That was what I was saying to you then.
He
So
said it. He
yeah,
said it.
I stand by what I said then.
He said it was a waste
I
of
said
time. And you know what else he said last
Leo's Chris rattled. Yeah, he does.
last season? He also said that PSG Arsenal is not worthy of Europa
I
League.
said it was Euro. I said it weren't even a Europa League game. The group game. Yeah,
Meaning
and if you
meaning Europa League shite. And two,
it was Europa time. Let's face it.
Arsenal made the semi-finals and PSG won the tournament. Can you
They
see what we're
did.
dealing with here? Can you
They
see what we're
did.
dealing
But could
with?
also can we see
There's
the?
a pattern
Should we
emerging.
also see the
Wrong,
pattern? Should we
wrong
also
and strong. Wrong and
when?
strong.
Hold on. When
Consistently.
can we
And
see the pattern of when PSG turned? Should we
doesn't
see
matter
the
when they
pattern when
turn.
PSG
When they
turned?
turn. That doesn't
Because
matter.
no one was talking about
Yes,
PSG
I
then.
was. I did. I was telling you about PSG.
Bollocks.
I was telling
Bollocks.
you about the tie, and you were
You
saying
know
to me,
nothing,
"Oh,
bro.
it's not." I was telling you, a top
Yeah, all
10
right.
finish and Europa League makes a massive difference in
No, it wouldn't have made Charlie. If we
Charlie.
would have come third
Thank
and
you,
won it, he would
Charlie
have said
boy.
it's a waste.
Thank you, Charlie
He,
boy.
he would have said it's a
Thank
waste
you.
then. He would have said it's a waste.
No.
We're in the Champions League. We're
Thank
in
you.
the Champions League. That's all I can say.
Do you deserve to be in the Champions League?
Yeah, we won the Europa League. So, yeah, we do. That competition is what gets you there. We won it. We deserve to be there. We played 16 games, home and away. We went there. We've done a
In
job.
a
We
competition
beat
that
it.
you deemed a waste of time.
Listen,
Mental.
I said that in relevance to where Tottenham were in the Champions League at that time. I stand by what I said then. If you was to ask me now, would I want to be in Europa League to win it? I'll say, well, why? We're in the Champions League. You're
While
in
we're
the
here,
highest.
let's move on because
Oh,
you're
all
carrying
right.
on.
Oh, all right. Am I? Because it seems like you
I've
seem
got
to
a couple
move
of
on.
questions.
But
I've got a couple of questions I need to ask you. You're on the hot seat today because you got a hot ass. So
yeah, go on then.
he's got diarrhea, guys.
Fucking, I have. It's not nice.
Man
Go on.
City. Everyone's gone quiet on Man City's spending.
Yeah.
Why isn't it?
Well,
Why aren't
go
Liverpool
on.
being showered with the same glittering descriptions as Man City were when they were spending shite loads at the beginning of the transfer window?
I don't know. I can't really say so for that. I think that at the end of the day, Liverpool obviously didn't really spend last season. They've made a lot of money on Luis Diaz, so they're probably going to reinvest that into Isaac if that's going to be the case. They spent quite a bit of money. Well, not quite a bit. They spent a lot of money.
Ronaldinho.
But yeah, I mean, you can't. like they went a season without spending last year with Chiesa and they won the league. They realise how competitive it is. They look at their peers like Arsenal, who have done a fantastic job in the transfer window all summer, and they're like, "Well, should we sit still and just buy one or two players again, or do we have to build and make sure that we stay at the top of the Premier League and that we dominate in Europe?" So they're doing what they think is right, and I can't knock them for that. They've done some great business. They got 8 million for Trent Alexander. He was leaving 20 days later. They got 8 million for him.
That's not great business.
What, when he's going for free?
It's not great business for a player that they should have got 100 mil for. Or
Yeah, but they didn't. But they never wanted to sell him.
Well, they should have thought about that and hedged them bets.
But you can't have that with players because if you
that's so integral to your team, you either offer him the kitchen sink, the 400k, or you sell him.
Well, I think they looked at it and they went, right.
They let him go
is
for free.
he?
When Arsenal were letting players go for free, everyone was cussing and laughing. Now other teams
Who went for free?
And Wenger said there, and Wenger said at the time, a lot of players you're going to see in the future, players run down their contracts, and everyone laughed.
Yeah.
Again, we're ahead of our time as always, and Arsenal fans.
Well, it's not a good thing to be ahead of your time, letting players leave for free.
It is, no, but that's what was happening because the trend was already set.
But the thing with Trent is that I think they looked at it and they said, is he as valuable as Mo Salah and is he as valuable as Virgil van Dijk? They thought that he wasn't. I think he wanted to be the club captain and he wanted to be the highest paid player because he was a local lad. And they didn't see him the same way. And that's where the miscommunication, the idea of what they wanted was separate. So they parted ways. They got 8 million for someone who was leaving 20 days later on for nothing.
You don't think it was because he just wanted to try something new at Real Madrid?
Probably that as well. Yeah. Probably that as well. Yeah. Like, I think if he would have got everything, I think if he would have got the captain's armband and the most money at Liverpool, he'd stayed. I think that's what he wanted. He wanted to show, he wanted to be recognised because he's been there since a kid. I get that. I respect that, but it didn't work out that way.
He was arrived at the right time to talk shit.
Yes. Are you on?
Hello.
He's in.
Yeah.
Marv, I was just saying to him, getting 8 million for Trent was great business. He was leaving for a free in 20 days. He said it ain't good business.
What's not good business? Trent, did you say?
Yeah, it was great business. Yeah, you got 8 million for a guy who's leaving for free 20 days later.
How can your second best player go for 8 million? You're 20 business.
I'm on Chris's side on that one. How's that great business? Only because we didn't sell him for nothing.
Well, this is what I know, but this is why I said it.
Letting him go. You asked me a question. Let me speak, innit? Yeah, I don't want to come in here and be forceful, but you asked me.
Well, quick before your mic was out. Go on.
Right, no, it should never have got to that stage in the first place. And that's.
But this is why I didn't know. But I'm just saying. But they didn't value him the same as they valued Van Dijk.
Still let you talk, Mark.
No, you can talk as you can. I thought you finished.
Real Madrid paying £8 million for Trent. There's only one winner there, and that's Real Madrid. If he has a poor season,
his mic's gone. It really has gone.
Exactly. He's muted himself.
It really has gone.
Come on, I'm letting you finish it all.
Even his mic's had enough of the shite he'd be talking.
My point with Trent is that if they weren't prepared to offer him the most that they did for the other two, then they were clear. Like there was a clear breakdown that they were.
All three of them on 400 racks.
Well, they couldn't, and so they didn't. So they didn't value him worth it. They didn't value him worth it, and he probably felt, well, I am
400 racks anyway.
Well, there you go. So my point is that all right. They didn't want to sell him. They didn't want to get rid of him. They didn't want to get rid of him last year. They realised how valuable he is. He may not be 400,000 valuable, but he's very valuable. But because the contract was running down and he didn't want to, he wanted a new challenge and he probably didn't feel like he was getting recognised like he wanted. It was the end. So getting 8 million when he was going to run down the clock, and that's great. Great bit of business, I think. But, yeah, how does his mic go off like that without...
Marv, you've been on the missing list all summer. Thought you'd done a Jay Slater.
Jay Slater? Jesus. Marv should have been in here double time because of how happy or how many players they've got and what's going on there. But yeah, he's been away. Tom,
Here we go. Let him see if he can get his say in now.
Right, I'm going to try again here. I'm going to try again.
Go on, finish your point off.
Yeah, it's a Real Madrid win all the way, isn't it?
Fair.
And there's no more you can say to that.
Ask him about his summer league. Oh, he's gone again.
Where have you been all summer?
Oh, no, he's gone. I heard it click. It clicks. It keeps on clicking.
He's got get a new headphones, bruv. Get earphones.
New headphones, bruv.
How
you sound, man? How you
He's got
sound,
aux cable, isn't it? Is he using aux cables?
He's frozen now as well. Look, his internet's gone.
The brother-in-law is downloaded.
And he's downloading that last minute porn in it before it gets locked off.
Oh, brilliant.
All right, Lee.
Right.
Log off.
I'm off. Yeah, I'm off. Love. Great chat. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Bye.
Dave, Maximus Decimus Borelius. What a player, bruv. What a 4-game player. Trust. Let's go, baby. I'll be back on tomorrow. Let's go. Let's 4 games.